let's describe the process of glycolysis for 4 marks. Now remember, glycolysis is the first stage of both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So it doesn't require oxygen, and this is the stage that takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. I'm actually going to do a quick diagram first, which you could do in your exam as well. And if you fully annotate it, it might actually get you all of the marks. So, quick diagram. We would start with glucose. That's what we need for glycolysis. Glucose is phosphorylated into what we can call phosphorylated glucose. It's actually something called hexose bisphosphate, but for A-level, if you're doing AQA, we can call it phosphorylated glucose. That's fine. Now, to phosphorylate the glucose, obviously we need ATP because that's what's going to provide the phosphate. In fact, we use 2 ATP because we need 2 phosphates to phosphorylate the glucose to produce phosphorylated glucose. The phosphorylated glucose is very unstable, so it splits really quickly into 2 molecules of triose phosphates, which each only have 3 carbons, and then the final step, our triose phosphates are converted into 2 molecules of pyruvate, but let's just add information about how that's done. The triose phosphate is oxidized, so it loses hydrogen, and that hydrogen is accepted by NAD. Again, same on this side, triose phosphate is oxidized, so it loses hydrogen, and the hydrogen is accepted by NAD, so we get NADH. We also make 2 molecules of ATP via substrate level phosphorylation. So that's a simple overview of the process. Let's just check the marking points so we know the most important things to include in our answer. The first one would be to say glucose is phosphorylated using ATP. The next one, once we've made our phosphorylated glucose and our 2 triose phosphates, the next most important part is to say that triose phosphate is oxidized, or you can say loses hydrogen. Leading on from that, remember NAD accepts the hydrogen, or NAD is reduced. So the next most important thing to say is NADH is formed, or you can call it reduced NAD and say reduced NAD is formed. And the final marking point is to mention this idea of a net gain of ATP. Remember, we used 2 ATP, but we made 4 ATP, so we have a net gain of 2 ATP in total. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the link in the description below to join my biology course.